As a broadcaster, you're looking at, it's a very traditional model at the moment, it's one-to-many. Being part of a telco and looking at the opportunities around IP, so we have an IP TV platform, we have a digital app, and we have OTT opportunities as well. And understanding what you can do with content is really exciting. So it makes you think differently. And our job is to move away from the one-to-many to personalise that sports experience. You know, if you're a big football fan, the best place to be is at the stadium. Second best place isn't watching it on TV, it's watching it with BT Sport. So through all the different mechanisms, we take people to the heart of the action. And it's only just starting. You know, we've got a massive R&D department at BT who are looking at telcos and IP. And from a sports perspective, I look at how I can tap into that. So how can I enable you to choose the graphic overlay you want? How can I enable you to turn the volume of the commentator up and down? And all of those things come from collaborating within your own organisation with the telco experience. It's enabling you to do what you need to do, from having network slicing to untether your cameras, through to, as I said on stage, being able to talk to your audience in a crowded area. And for me, it's really, really exciting because with that bandwidth, with the low latency, comes a real opportunity to have a conversation with your audience in a very different way. The culture of your organisation in TV is reflected on air. So a happy team, production comes across in a very different way to an unhappy team. The problem we have at the moment is you have teams moving around the country all the time. It takes them away from their families. It can be 2 days to do one shoot, you're staying in a crappy hotel somewhere, etc. And what remote production enables, and 5G is the missing link for that for me. So you start looking at where you need to cover a game, not what connectivity you've got. It starts enabling you to build teams that are all working together. You know, in the new world, the director could be at home with his family in the morning and then come in to do the live game. He hasn't had to travel up the night before. Diversity and inclusion is a key aspect for our industry. We're not very good at it. We need to get better. So if you can drive accessibility by using your core infrastructure, like we have, for instance, in the BT Sport production hub, then you can bring more people into it. It's closer to home, people can plan better, and well-being for me is absolutely top of the list, absolutely. If I look at how I work within BT and EE, bearing in mind I am a separate organisation, you've got to change your business models. So you've got to move away from RFPs, you've got to move into strategic partnerships with strategic goals. You've got to trust your partner, you've got to be transparent, and you've got to share the win. So, you know, if 5G costs more or if fibre costs more, then how do you change your workflows to enable that, to give your audiences the best experience, to do more for less? But at the same time, the model needs to support everybody. You know, we need to go almost to the John Lewis model. It's that cooperative approach. And the industry needs to wake up to that. And it needs to wake up fast. And as I said on stage, you know, my job as BT Sport is to understand my audience, as diverse as that is, listen to the audience, and never, God forbid, tell them they're wrong. All of those things happen within this industry at the moment. People don't really listen. They'll tell you how hard it is. We don't have shared goals. And most importantly, it's that can-do attitude about, right, so we know what we need to do, how do we do it together? And that's where trust comes in, so that you're all equal parties within that. And it can be really exciting. I mean, I look at what's happened at BT Sport in 6 years as part of BT, and we've changed the model, and I'm very proud of that.